Hi, my name's Amy Millar. I'm a Canadian show jumper. I represented Canada at the Rio Olympics and the World Championships last summer. I aspire to represent Canada this summer at the Pan American Games and qualify ourselves for the Paris Olympics in the future. This is my horse Jagger HX. He's owned by Eye Candy and Millarbrook Farm. He is just turned 9 years old, and I believe he's a big part of my future of international competition. I wanted to talk to you all today a little bit about non-verbal cues. How we communicate with our horse is through non-verbal cues. And so that's basically body language. So if you can understand your horse's body language, then you can understand your horse, and that's going to help you a lot in the training of your horse. One of the things that's really easy to understand and to pay attention to is the fact that when a horse is loose in its jaw and chewing and salivating, then it's likely loose in his mind. And when the horse is loose in its mind, it's ready to be trained and to be listening to your nonverbal cues. So if their jaw is tight and their mind is closed, then you're going to have trouble communicating with them. If their jaw is loose, then their mind is likely open, and then you'll be able to communicate with them. I had a horse in the past that was a little bit nervous about going into the competition arena. And so what we taught him was that when we got to the in-gate, I make a verbal cue and then I give him a little treat before he walks in the ring. And what that does is it manufactures that softening of that jaw and the chewing mechanism in the horse, which softens his mind. And then I go into the ring with the horse listening to me and ready to do his job. And this horse has turned into a fantastic competition horse. He actually loves going in the ring now. And if I was ever walked in the ring and he heard the buzzer, for example, when you have 45 seconds to get to the first jump, if I felt tension in his body, then I could give the verbal cue, which is just like that. And I feel him relax in his body because he's expecting the treat immediately, and then he loosens his jaw. And if I'm on him at that point, instead of giving him the treat in the ring, I just give him a little stroke of the neck like that, which is also positive reinforcement. You see how as soon as I did that, it was an endorphin release for the horse, and he started chewing in his mouth. So I get that same effect on the horse that was tense in the ring, and it really helps me to be successful in the competition ring. So with Jagger, he's not the horse I was talking about, but I would just go, and then I would reach around, the horse would bring his head around, takes the treat, and you get that response. And then once you get that response, you give them a little stroke like that, and then you go about your business, and they're ready to listen for whatever it is you want to ask them to do.